Have you ever felt frustrated or even unhappy even though working hard? Look at this bottle. If we were living in the same time of Jesus Christ, I would probably be one of the richest guy of the area. By the simple fact of owning this tiny bottle. Would you like to know what is inside of it? How does it change the direction of my life? And how does it can possibly make a huge impact in your life? In my video today, I'm gonna share one problem that we are all facing after COVID pandemic, what is inside of this bottle, and what mysterious power it carries that helped me to meet and impact lives in a way that I have never imagined before. To start our journey, I'm gonna share with you what is inside of this tiny amber bottle. In order to do that, I need to remind you one of my favorite stories. It's also called the greatest story ever told. So, more than 2,000 years ago, in a city called Bethlehem, one event so significant took place that changed the whole history of humankind, impact even our lives today. A miracle, a boy, a king was born. Several years later, wise men traveling from the east finally found the boy called Jesus to adore him and give him gifts, the best they could offer. And what were the gifts? We read in Matthew chapter 2, verse 11, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And here's something interesting and important to know. At that time, 1 gram of frankincense was equivalent to 2 grams of gold. In the case of myrrh, even more. 1 gram of myrrh was equivalent to 12 grams of gold. Can you start seeing how rich I would be? I have here in my hands around 15 grams of frankincense. These are the gifts for the King of the Kings, the Prince of Peace, the one that will bring hope, joy, and reconciliation to humanity. Unfortunately, a completely contradiction to the days and the world where we were living today, because we have the rare opportunity to experience another event that changed the history again, a global pandemic, a pandemic that changed and impact economies, societies, and healthy of many. And I believe the most profound impact we have is the one that affects our behavior, the way that we treat others, our mental health. I believe there has never been any other time when people desires and needs more human connections, real connections than today. I went to a symposium last month at Salt Lake City, and the presenter, Dr. Hill, who is the doTerra chairman of Medical Advisor Board, he said, science and medicine teach us that to cause death, isolation is enough. Isolate something, and you will cause that subject's death. That's really profound when we think about how isolated some people become after this global pandemic. During this isolation time, I found an interesting way to work. Me and my wife, who is a professional photographer, we started developing digital content for different brands. There's a huge and unlimited market here at US for this type of job. And when I say it's an unlimited, it really is. Here are some products that we got for free to develop this type of content. Jewelry, an electric scooter, robots to clean up our house, our windows, box and box with makeup stuff, clothes, and money. We received those products for free and also got paid to develop the content, the pictures, short movies, and post on our social media. Pretty exciting, right? This type of job, it's flexible, it's interesting, But after doing that for a couple of months, we found ourselves feeling frustrated sometimes and even unhappy by the simple fact that we realized that even though we were working hard, we were not impacting lives. We were not changing lives at all. And here's something interesting we must know. If you don't have a real and passionate purpose on what you are doing, sooner or later you will find yourself in the same situation that I was. This situation got me in contact with an old friend called Matt Hall. He introduced us about the Terra products and business. And the opportunity was to really change and impact lives in a genuine way through something extraordinary and real. We found our purpose, a mission, and a direction, sharing about the Terra products and business. My purpose here in this video is not to share about all the details about the company or the products, but help you to realize and ask yourself what is so interesting about it that made you change the direction of your life and your old exciting job to start something completely new from scratch. And here's the fact. While I'm speaking here, people are literally starving for human and real connections. And this is the mysterious power that intrigued me so much about these tiny bottles. There is something really extraordinary in these products that help us, and it's helping us to meet and help people that in a way that we have never imagined before, meeting new people every day and really feeling the joy of helping someone else. We read again in Matthew 2:11, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. When they have opened their treasures. Would you like to know what is in my hand, what is inside of this tiny bottle? Yes, a treasure, a treasure for the King of the Kings. But far beyond the product itself, it has an opportunity to you and me impact lives around us and around the world in a completely different but simple way. Today, I would like to leave you with this simple message. If you got curious or interested in what I mentioned here, you can scan the QR code or access the link in the description of this video or in the message so we can keep in touch to discuss more about what I presented here today. Believe me when I say that it was not an easy decision to change our direction from our old exciting job to something completely new like the Terra essential oils. However, maybe we are not living at the same time of Jesus Christ, but I can tell you that I consider myself rich by the simple fact of knowing these tiny bottles, knowing the power that is inside of it, and having the opportunity to experience a completely new way to connect with people, help them, and change lives by just being myself. And I know that you can do exactly the same. These tiny bottles, these tiny treasures have this power to change your life by impacting the life of those around you. So let's keep in contact. Let's chat.